Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to talk about something really special, a visa that's all about family. It's the Subclass 835, the remaining relative visa. If you've ever thought about what it would take to join your only family members down under, then you're definitely in the right place. This one's for you.
All right, let's just cut straight to it. The big question, the one this whole visa hinges on, is this. Are you the last one, the only person in your immediate family living outside of Australia? Really think about that, because if the answer is yes, then what we're about to cover could literally change your life.
So, what is this thing, the Subclass 835? Well, the most important word you need to know is permanent. This isn't just a visitor pass, okay? It's a full-on permanent visa. It's designed for a really specific and, honestly, quite a poignant situation. It's for someone who needs to be with their family in Australia because, well, they don't have any other close relatives left anywhere else.
Okay, so let's fast forward. Imagine you get the visa. What happens then? What does life in Australia actually look like for you? I'll tell you this, it's about so much more than just the family reunion. It's about starting a brand new chapter. Let's dig into all the amazing things you can do. And wow, the benefits are, well, they're huge. We're talking about staying in Australia forever. You can work any job you want, study whatever you want, no strings attached. You get to enroll in Medicare, which is Australia's public healthcare system, and get this, you can even sponsor other eligible family members later on. Plus, there are free English classes if you need them. And the big one? This puts you on the direct path to becoming an Australian citizen. It's the whole package. And here's something you really need to get. The moment that visa is granted, boom, you are a permanent resident. There's no probation, no waiting around. From that very day, your journey as a permanent resident and your countdown to potential citizenship has officially begun. That's a massive deal. All right, let's switch gears a bit and talk about travel. You've got your visa and you see this number on it, 5 years. So, what's that all about? Basically, for those first 5 years, you have total freedom. You can fly in and out of Australia as many times as you want. No questions asked, no extra visas needed. It's your travel pass. Now, after those 5 years are up, you'll either need something called a resident return visa to keep traveling, or, hey, you might already be an Aussie citizen by then. Okay, let's talk money. Because, any big move like this comes with a price tag. It's super important to get a handle on the financial side of things right from the start. It just makes everything feel less daunting, So, the main application fee right now is 5,280 Australian dollars. Just keep in mind, that's the base cost. If you're including other family members on the application, that number is going to go up. But here's a bit of good news. You don't have to come up with all that cash at once. They actually break it into 2 payments. You'll pay the first chunk when you first submit everything, and the second final payment, you only pay that way down the line when they're getting close to a decision and they actually ask you for it. And hey, just a heads up, that main visa fee, that's not the end of the story. You've got a budget for the other stuff too, like the health checks, getting police certificates from any country you've lived in, that kind of thing. Those extra costs can definitely add up, so it's smart to factor them in from day one. All right, deep breath. We need to talk about the hardest part of this whole thing, the waiting. And I've got to be real with you, this is where you're going to need a lot of patience. Look at this, straight from the Department of Home Affairs. They're basically saying the demand is greater than the number of places available. What that means in plain English is a ton of people want this visa, but the government only gives out a small number of them each year, and that creates a huge bottleneck. So what does that bottleneck mean for you? It means your application goes into a queue. Yep, you get a number and you have to wait your turn. And because there's so few spots, that line moves very slowly. And I'm not kidding here, we're talking about a wait time of years. It can be a very long journey. Now, you can't control how long the line is, but what you can control is your application, and that is your superpower here. You can avoid shooting yourself in the foot by making sure everything is perfect. Fill out every single form correctly. Don't miss a single document. If they ask for more info, get it back to them ASAP. Pay the right fee. A perfect, decision-ready application is your best and only strategy.
So, after all that waiting, which, yes, can be a long time, imagine that moment. You get the email. The good news. It's an incredible feeling. So let's talk about what happens right after you get that yes. So first things first, don't go looking for a sticker to put in your passport. Those days are long gone. Now everything is digital. Your visa is just electronically linked to your passport. Super simple, super seamless. You won't get a physical label, just that all-important grant letter.
And of course, there's the one big rule. It's the foundation of everything. As a permanent resident, you and everyone on your visa have to follow Australian law. Simple as that. It's part of the deal.
So there you have it, the incredible opportunity, the financial side of things, and the one really big hurdle, the wait time. This visa is truly about a life-changing reunion, but it's not a walk in the park. It demands a perfect application. So the question I'll leave you with is this. With such a long journey ahead, are you absolutely sure your application is ready for that first critical step?